doing together. I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fargan ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh my God, there's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers.
Lollygaggers.
Diamond dogs have struck again.
You prick.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
Four of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
Basement Benchwarmers Podcast back for another week. NFL Week 1 almost through. A lot of things to talk about tonight, so let's get right into it. I got Willie, Ed, and Eric here tonight with myself, Scott. Tim may be stopping by. Rick may be stopping by, so they'll jump in when they get here. But let's start off how we start off every week with Howard's Week, and we're going to start with Eric.
What? Wow.
A double reverse.
More like, how was your summer, huh?
How the hell am I going to follow that?
Jeez, I was going to write a 500-word essay on my summer vacation from the podcast, but it would have been pretty boring. Happy to be back. Looks like Aaron Rodgers officially has a longer season than last year. That just happened. Yeah, things are going well. Had a good weekend. Typical stuff. Hanging out with the family. Snuck away for a little golf. Heather and I went to a concert last night at Ravinia. Jason Isbell. It was awesome. If you've never listened to his music, you should. He's very good. Just happy to be here. Happy to be watching NFL games again. That's for sure.
Okay. How about Willie?
Good to be back.
Willie and I always kind of come back together.
That's right.
Yeah, come back.
Did you bring bourbon with
It's the bourbon, yeah.
God, here we go.
Just wait. It's not November yet. November's going to be bourbon month.
Great. I can't wait. I'm going to go hunting with that.
Oh, yeah, I'm hunting that month.
I'm with you.
Sleepovers.
But yeah, good to be back. I almost remember what I'm doing here, so that's half the battle right there. But my week was good. Did a little day drinking on Saturday, which is always kind of fun, especially when you don't plan it, It just kind of happens. And what else? Dart ball's 2 weeks away, so got that to look forward to. Won the Summer Golf League this year.
You did.
Me and my partner,
And the big guy, right?
Yep.
Senior.
Oh,
wow.
It was you carried his ass, I bet.
No.
I saw Willie tee off one of the times I was walking. Seems like I kept catching you guys as I was either walking or running at Pets. And you hit one. I remember you got a nice bounce off the cart path
Yes,
on
I
hole
did.
10.
I did, yeah.
But that was strategic, very, very strategic.
Yeah, you have to use them. If they're there, use
exactly.
them. Right?
Yeah.
You get a long roll out of that.
Yeah, I tend to find the cart path sometimes. Yeah.
I find trees too, though. So
Yeah.
So I golf in the winter, use the lakes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
You can
It
hit
goes
off
for
them.
miles.
Yeah.
Especially you clean it off a nice path there. It'll keep going. So that's all I got. So
Ed, how was your
I've been out of town, and then but I was watching the 5,000 meter tricycle at the Paralympics. That was because I think it's been 2 weeks, right, since we.
Yeah,
I believe.
Maybe you may be
Yeah,
right.
or did we do a little bit last week?
No, we didn't. No, it should be. No,
Okay, yeah, so that's probably. Yeah, it's like 5,000 meters, like 3 miles around a track, using just your arm strength. So it was crazy watching it. And about 5 feet from the finish line, this guy flips his trike like ass over tea kettle, like just jam the tire up or something. Flips. The American just like drives over him. He flips. So these two guys are like laying there on the track, just sprawled out like a meter from the finish line. and I'm sitting there thinking, it's like you're 1 meter from the finish line after, you don't get to realize your Olympic dream after you just went 4,999 meters and you're laying there and it's The finish line is like me to Scott away. I just felt so bad for those guys.
You couldn't get it turned over in time?
And then and both guys left in wheelchairs, too, so it was awful.
Wow. That was going to be my good.
It was sad. I got the flannel. What was I supposed to do?
Wow.
Oh, by the way, Flannel Fest is
No, they were
coming
both
up.
all right, both guys.
Yes, we're in.
You guys actually go to a flannel I live it.
You are the fest.
He's the Grand Marshal of the Flannel Fest Parade.
He's a Grand Marshal, all right. That's for sure.
My week was much the same. What did I do last week? Anything special? No. I bowled for the first time since last year. That's it.
You went to a Bears game, didn't you?
Went to a Bears game. Day drank with Willie on Saturday.
Practice?
I had dart ball. I'm actually playing dart ball this year. So
You are? You didn't play last year?
No, I've never played.
You've never played? Wow.
For the whole year.
Okay.
I've been a sub.
All right. You've been doing any shadow boxing to get ready? Or
No.
Taking some BP?
Are you playing,
some
Ed?
soft toss?
Do you play dart ball?
I have never, and I'm on the roster, I believe.
You are, there's a roster. Well, I was on the Bags roster, and that was...
that turned out well for us.
I'm batting 1,000.
Well, we thought we had a ringer, and then he never showed up.
Yeah.
Actually, when you don't show up, you're batting 0.
That's true. I like to just...
Say 1,000.
Say 1,000.
I like Lamp.
I love Lamp.
That was my week in a nutshell, I think.
How did you get into that nutshell?
So let's start up with good, bad, and ugly, and we'll let Eric start with that. You pick whatever one you want to start with, Eric. Good, bad, or ugly. We'll do the same rotation, I guess.
I'm all about getting off on the right foot, so I'm gonna do good. My good was the Gatorade bath for Jared Mayo. I mean, just we're not expecting much out of the Patriots, right? Just to see a first-year coach win his first game and get that out of the way. I know it was the lowly Bengals, but just seeing that at the end of the game, the joy in the guys, the joy that the team had, and hitting them with the Gatorade and his first win. It's just kind of fun to see. So that's my good.
That was very good.
Win for the Patriots. Gatorade bath for Jared.
Yeah. What color Gatorade was it?
It was blue, I think.
Kind of a bluish.
Oh, yeah. Was there a bet if Jared was going to get Gatorade?
It was a prop bet.
Yeah.
First one was plus 10,000. He was going to win and get a Gatorade. Then it was
plus 100,000. It was going to be blue.
Yeah. No. Good win for them. Nice.
Rick, don't play around with that too much. It's been known to fall.
Yeah. Can you get it tuned up to you? Can you move it up to your mouth?
It's good right where it is.
Can you move it up to your mouth?
I think I talk directly into the front of it, though.
Did he really say that? Can you move it up to your mouth?
Is it like hanging like that?
It's like a wiener. You got to talk right into the front of it.
The less you work that, just work the mic.
There you go. Perfect.
Now cup the balls.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Now twist it up to your...
Hello? Mine the stepchildren. Mine the stepchildren.
Nope. Leave it like that.
This is perfect.
Willie was saying his are shaking.
So Rick,
okay, go
what do you think about how it is?
Careful.
We're gonna fix this thing.
There you go.
Just
comments. Whatever you do, don't touch that part of it.
Touch that part.
The whole thing.
We are like that Tim Pool podcast. That guy's getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars by the Russians.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. We're just like that podcast. Look at our equipment. We just walk in, all this professionalism.
How do we get paid $100,000 by the Russians?
So Jerry Mayer was your good.
That was my good. Yes.
What is you got a good? We just started. Sure. What's your good?
Open.
My
open season. Go.
Open season.
Yeah.
My good is seriously just football starting. Playoff baseball getting ramped up. Just enjoying all the sports that are happening right now. Waiting for hockey to start and all that good stuff. So, and WNBA's getting ready to wrap up here soon.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of conversation to be had in the next couple of months.
Yep.
So
that's and basketball. You just sent out fantasy basketball today.
I saw that. I was like,
man,
mind blown. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We just had football drafs.
Yeah. 'Tis the season for sports. So
yes,
hell yeah.
It feels good.
Best time of the year.
After just going through, a month or 2 months of getting our tails whooped in bags because there's nothing to talk about. So
Bradley's still batting 0 in bags.
I thought I was batting 1,000.
I think we all are. You've actually got more wins than we do.
Somehow.
I got a good record, that's for sure.
Willie, you're good.
My good is Notre Dame's defeat. Now, I do remember 17 years ago when this team from wherever the hell Appalachian State is, but beat Michigan 34-32. So I remember that. So I'm just glad that Notre Dame's going to be able to remember this in 17 years when maybe it happens again.
Yeah, maybe they'll win the national championship and can talk about it after Notre Dame wins the national championship.
Right, absolutely. So yeah, it was kind of joyous to see that. So.
Yeah,
I feel like they're always overrated though, Notre Dame.
Yeah,
and watch them now. They'll probably lose another game like soon. Then they'll tear off 7 wins and they'll be in the discussion for the playoffs, which drives me nuts.
Well, the thing is the coach. I think he's a nice guy and everything, but I don't think he started off with a guy that has no experience as your coach. You want to bring somebody in with experience.
Nobody wants. Who wants that job?
He's a nice guy and all.
Yeah, he seems like
every time I talk
like
to
a nice
girl
guy.
and she said he's a nice guy, I'm walking away.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Northern Illinois definitely walked away.
A girl says that because she doesn't have as good judgment as maybe.
I don't have good judgment.
Are you saying they're in the friend zone? Is that what we're saying?
His players are in the friend zone now.
Could be.
What? I mean, 16-15 final score of that game, right?
16-14.
16-14.
Last second field goal, right? 30 seconds
I
left.
thought there was
I think
a
Notre Dame
15.
hit a field goal late. 30 seconds left. Or
No.
Northern Illinois had the field goal.
Yeah, they hit the field goal, and then Notre Dame tried to put one up with.
Too far.
Well, they got blocked.
Oh. How about your good, Ed?
My good's Monty Harrison, former Brewer.
Okay.
29 years old. Quit Major League Baseball. I mean, or he didn't have a job after that point. Went over to the University of Arkansas to play football.
Okay.
And he actually recorded stats as a wide receiver. I'm trying to see what his stats were for the first game.
How was he, like 27 or something?
29.
Okay, I saw that then. I know you're talking about.
I mean, obviously he's a great athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was a really good wide receiver. I don't see what stats I can't find it, but he did record stats. He's the only second player in history ever to have major league stats and then college football stats afterwards or something. So I didn't do my research, but I thought it was a great story.
Cool. My good is going to be Darrell Taylor. Number 52 of the Chicago Bears, a guy that was picked up by the Bears in the offseason from Seattle, and he lived in the backfield yesterday. And he's going to be a part, I think. He's actually one that forced a sack. He forced a fumble. He was part of, I think, the sack that made Will Levis decide to throw a ball to a bear for fun, I guess.
They had a lot of conversation about him on the TV yesterday.
Darrell Taylor is. We did not at the game. Like, who is this guy? And I looked him up. I'm like, oh, they got him in Seattle. It's one of those guys they pick up. It's like, it's just a deaf guy, whatever.
And they used him.
And obviously Montez Sweat probably helps that a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was in the backfield all day, and he was making tackles on runs, everything. He was doing everything.
So how does that happen that a team, say, like you said, Seattle? How do they not realize the talent they have there?
It's
because this happens all the time.
He actually, I looked him up. He had 9 sacks, 6 sacks, and 8 sacks the last 3 years, or something like that.
Okay.
So he's had sacks. He's been a player. He's done, but he just didn't want to
have
for him.
Getting a better opportunity.
Bears,
fits in better in the system.
The Bears may have overpaid him a little bit because they had the money to spend. So you overpay a guy.
You have to.
And he is a pro. I can't remember the guy's name from Indy when Eberflus was there. He was at defensive end, and he came to the Bears for a year. And he wreaked havoc. He was a real long, lanky guy. He was built like a linebacker. He's built the same way. He's the same guy, I think. Just younger and just.
And they're set up right now to front end some of these contracts to get the guys in they want because they have cap space. They did, you know.
But he's my good. Just nice to see someone. Finally, see the Bears get pressure against somebody. It's been like 2 years since they got pressure on the backfield on any team, good or bad. And yesterday they got pressure all day. It was good to see. So.
Did that game have some of that feel from like that, Denny Green years ago? And that coming back, just all defense and special teams.
Not that crazy.
You want to crown them? Crown their ass.
Not that crazy.
How was it? The crowd at the beginning, because what was it, 17-0?
Yeah, it was 17.
Was the crowd like, uh-oh?
It was, I mean.
Because it was the Titans,
I think as a football fan, you understand that Caleb Williams has played one game in his NFL career at this point. Mm-hmm. He has never sat behind anybody as of Patrick Mahomes got to, and these other guys, Jordan Love got to.
Yeah.
And it even took Jordan Love 6 or 7 games to get into. So It's going to take time. He threw some good balls yesterday. He really did. He threw good balls. He had some bad plays, but the thing he did not do, and this is the thing I just
know what you're going to say.
He did not turn the ball over. They turned the ball over on offense. They lose that game yesterday.
Yeah.
He didn't fumble the ball. He did not throw the one ball. He got a couple. The thing I wasn't happy about, he got a couple balls batted down. He's got to fix that. You got to get it out of there. But he had one ball that went up in the air. That wasn't just a ball. He hit the guy. It just popped off his shoulder pad. One of those things. It happens. But Keenan Allen dropped a touchdown.
Yeah.
It must be me when I see Keenan Allen. Maybe it's only when I'm there because he dropped 2 guys to pass last year.
He's
and now
awesome when I use him in fantasy.
And now he dropped him
And he's
yesterday.
usually solid.
And,
He never drops.
So
I knew you were going to the game, so I benched him in my 2 leagues.
You're like,
I'm not even
Scott will
joking.
be there. He's not going to catch one.
You know what's a good thing about Caleb Williams, too, since we're kind of on it? I know we'll talk about it more, but he got his first game out of the way. Got a win.
It's a win.
Didn't fuck up and throw 6 interceptions.
Like you said, he didn't lose the game.
Yeah, he probably there was a lot going on. It's got to be crazy to be the number 1 pick, all this pressure on you, going to the big city of Chicago.
I'm wondering if
he got through it.
I wonder if he called Joe Burrow and says, hey, was it Joe Burrow he was talking to about the first game jitters?
Yeah. Oh, no, that was the KC. It was that.
Yeah, it was a wide receiver.
McCole Hardman.
Yeah.
McCole Hardman he was talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he called him and
said, "You're right.
You're right." Yeah.
Yeah.
He did say in his interview he didn't get teary-eyed.
Yeah.
He didn't get teary-eyed, and he just played.
I wouldn't
enjoyed it.
see. Yeah, I wouldn't see getting teary-eyed, but man, I'll tell you what, I don't care. Any big game, if somebody tells you they don't get nervous, they're full of shit.
Yeah.
You walk out to I've walked out to crowds where like 1,000. You're like, holy shit, that's a lot of people watching me. I'm not gonna fuck up, I hope.
Josh Allen pukes before every game because he's a nervous stomach.
Yep.
Yeah.
George Brett used
Tummy.
to too.
Nervous tummy.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about more. But Daryl, what was his name? I forgot his name already. I forgot his name already.
Taylor.
Well, it's the last. Hopefully, it's not the last.
Yeah, Daryl Taylor. Daryl Taylor is who I talked about. So that was my good. You're bad or ugly. Eric, everybody had good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Eric, whatever you want to do.
My bad
or
is
ugly.
Scott not remembering the name of his good. My bad could be ugly, bad, whatever. Just what happened at the end of the Packer game with Jordan Love getting hurt. I mean, I know there's no way to stop that. He's trying to make a play, which is that's great. He's trying to make something happen, but for it to happen in the last waning moments of the game where they had actually a little bit of momentum. And thank goodness it's not season ending, but it's just, I don't know, it sucks. I guess it's more of my ugly then. Let's just call it an ugly situation for me as a fan to see.
Maybe they should trade for Aaron Rodgers.
It's almost like if you're a Jets fan and you watched Aaron Rodgers last year get hurt at the beginning.
I seen him go 3 and out, and I told Chris, and I was like, well, he played more than last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
same amount.
Yeah, that's how we
completions.
opened the show. He's already played more than last year. He's actually slinging it right now. But yeah, that's my ugly.
That was your bad.
Bad.
Did we jump from
bad
to
or ugly?
ugly?
You got to pick which one you want to be.
I mean, what would you? Let's go around the room. What
Say
would
it
you
was
think?
bad. Say it was
I'll
bad.
say it's bad.
Yeah, I already lined up my
So
bad.
you're bad.
My bad is the driving eradication from one wide receiver. I don't know the full story, but I heard 120 and a 40. And then
he was completely
handcuffs.
innocent, Rick.
And then being a douchebag about it.
Yep. And then there's so many rumors going around, and then being a dickbag about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the touchdown celebration.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you're a Dolphins fan right now listening to our show,
walk on over here and give me your explanation.
Here comes Glenn.
Bang, bang, bang. I hated his quote, too, about what if I wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, then.
Now is a racist thing. These cops just came out of nowhere, made him go 120 miles an hour. And
Yeah,
then
I mean,
it's real ridiculous.
You have to. You have to
say one
represent
thing.
yourself.
I will say
and
one
the
thing.
team.
When Scheffler happened to Scheffler, we gave him the benefit of the doubt. So let's wait till everything comes out.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's fair. That's fair. It's just,
But did Scheffler make comments like?
No,
I don't.
He didn't blame it on that. It was a Mexican cop that chased me. It's like,
I mean,
come
the
on.
dash cam video is out. So
yeah,
I just saw things. So maybe the dash cam.
And the
video.
police union already come out and supported the cops.
Well,
I mean, what was the dash cam?
But they put the cop on administrative leave within 3 hours.
They have to.
So what kind of car?
Them, though.
Yeah, but he's
Not
going
all
to
of them.
Ferrari.
Yeah, it was
He's
weird.
Ferrari or something
But the
like
cops in
You know,
Louisville,
it's almost-
remember?
it's
They
or
they were fine with them.
BMW. It's
It's
one where the
almost like-
doors go up
it's
this
almost
way.
like
so you know
good
it's coming.
commuter car,
guilty
right?
away.
The doors go up like this. They don't open
Right?
like this.
Yeah,
so
maybe a Lambo or a McLaren or something.
McLaren could have been a
Yeah.
McLaren.
Yeah, but it's like the cops put on administrative leave right away. I'm like, well, how come? Well, then It's weird. That guy's on administrative leave, but
He's
Tyreek can still play his
paid.
game.
Yeah, but he's still getting paid.
Yeah, he still gets paid. They just got to check it out. Yeah, because Cleo Campbell, I guess, got out of the car and was trying, and they cuffed him too.
You should be.
Yeah.
They don't want you out of the car. You
really
could shoot them.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I have no idea.
They don't know who's in that
They
car.
said the cops said he was speeding. They said he was speeding, and then he wasn't. Tyreek Hill said he didn't know what he did wrong, but then the cops are saying that's not what happened. He was very. I don't want to say aggressive. Very
not combative.
Yeah, he was
Very
very
combative,
non. Wasn't just following rules.
Non-compliant.
Non-compliant. That's
That's the great word.
That's the word. Non-compliant.
You got to comply.
Yeah, I mean,
you just ample up the stakes a little bit. You know, if it was 60 miles, it was a 60 mile an hour zone. He was doing 180.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
yeah, I was on the highway all day yesterday.
That's got to be reckless driving. At some
I'm going to
point
ask you a question. If it comes out that he was doing that, should the NFL suspend him?
Definitely. They've been
with the Ruggs thing, the Rishi Rice thing.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, Rishi Rice waiting for his court date.
He's
endangering
human beings.
Should, but the Dolphins should do something.
Yeah, I can see maybe a game suspension.
A game,
if it comes out, the video shows him. If the video shows him being wrong,
right.
It's even worse though if he lied and saying he doesn't know what went wrong, or
Well, he won't get suspended when they play the Bills. Let's see what the schedule looks like. And
it's next week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
exactly,
it'll get pushed
Thursday
back
night
2
against
weeks.
the Bills.
Yeah,
they're gonna push this investigation out.
It'll be when they
18
play
weeks.
the Patriots.
Yeah. Hey, whoa! They're 1-0. Come on.
So yeah, I don't know. It's great.
The worst part
it's
about
weird. Yeah, it's a weird
the
situation.
worst part about it is they suspended Harrison Butker for 6 games because of it. That's the NFL. That's about the truth of it. The ball was flat. Brady gets 6 games. He rides through a school zone at 120.
120. Jeez.
Nothing.
Here we go. Touchdown.
Whatever. Is there Brees?
Yep.
Nice.
So you're bad. Willie.
My bad. As long as we're on a theme, it seems like you thought we'd gotten rid of this, but Deshaun Watson makes the police blotter again.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't hear this part.
It's a lawsuit.
So yeah, he for sexual assault and battery during the COVID year of 2020. He didn't have a whole lot going on at that time.
How does this man his crimes take years to come to the press? It seems all of them.
They just keep coming out of the woodwork. So
wait until we find out in 23 he was getting hand jobs.
Boo this man.
Can we? This is part. I was going to do an ugly on this. Unless you got more on it. I mean, is the Deshaun Watson trade the worst trade in sports history?
Yeah,
it's a mess. Did you see his first game? He was a disaster.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not defending Deshaun Watson, but that's the first snaps he's taken since he got hurt in week 10. It was.
I know.
It's the first game. He didn't play in preseason at all.
I know.
That's the first time he touched the field in
Why?
Because he was injured during the preseason. He couldn't play.
But I mean, oh my God, it's such a bad look and bad trade. I don't know. This might be. It might turn out to be the worst trade in sports history. You just picked up a guy that keeps committing felonies, it sounds like.
Who was the guy that was traded for?
But it built up Houston's team.
The baseball trade years ago. That was the big one.
Oh,
the big. Who was the big star of that team on the getting in?
Guy from the Rangers, right?
No, it was like old trade. Like between two, like the Yankees got somebody, or who was that?
Oh, the Babe Ruth trade, or what? That was pretty bad too.
Yeah,
but that's how long it's been 100 years since.
Yeah.
No, I mean they got 3 number-1 picks for him. He signed the largest contract in history, guaranteed. He can't even get on the field, and when he does, he commits crimes. Yeah, I don't know. It looks bad. And the Houston gets, Will Anderson, Tank Dell, and somebody else out of that trade.
Will Anderson Jr. came out.
And there was an offensive lineman too that came out of there too.
Did they trade a pick away for Tunstall?
I think they traded one away to get somebody.
To get Tunstall from Miami.
Yeah, I couldn't find that information out, but yeah, one pick was missing out of that trade.
Yeah.
So you're probably right. But yeah.
That was your bad?
That was Willie's bad.
That was my bad.
I just happen to have the same one, but it was about his play and being awful.
Yeah.
So you got another one?
My bad is Croy Bethune, or Croix, the soccer player, gold medal winning soccer player. She injures her knee throwing out the first pitch for the Nationals.
No way.
A professional soccer player. She's out now for a while.
And
No, you didn't even notice.
Really?
She walked off, and then she blew her knee out.
What the hell?
And that's why they say when you throw like a girl. So it's like seen that before? No.
I don't think anybody else caught Scott's.
No, I just, it was very weird injury. What are the chances a professional sports player just tossing out the first pitch?
What do we have? Bad?
Yeah, uglies.
Uglies.
It's your bad.
Oh, yeah, you didn't do bad yet.
My bad is just kind of overall, besides a few teams, the overall offensive play this weekend. I didn't get to see a lot. I saw one team. But even the teams I saw, offensives were pretty not great. And then even the good teams, the offenses were at times. Even the Packers, the score was huge, but it was like they had a good, segment. The game, that second quarter, the third was awesome. And it's and it just kind of went like this. It was it was weird.
Even the Bills.
And both quarterbacks in that game didn't throw the ball great. No, I didn't see any great besides Josh Allen.
But his was
he's the exception because he had a great game, 4 touchdowns and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
great game.
He had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. So two quarterbacks actually had legit games.
But even Stroud had an okay game. These guys,
Yeah,
you know what though? It's about winning. That's what's the most important thing for these teams that won. But about the Joe Burrow thing, but they're always bad to start the year. It's hard to get down on them.
The defense is always ahead early.
And
in
they
the
are.
year.
You saw all weekend the defense were better. You just saw it in every game. Even last night, the Detroit game, Rams game, it was defense. The score was what, 26-20?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was pretty defensive game. It really was.
So what's football going to do to get the ratings up? Are they going to start every touchback at the 50 now?
No, if you look at the receiver as a DB, you get called for pass interference.
There we go.
You can't make eye contact. Nope, you looked at him.
It'll be like baseball.
You look guy, always look guy.
Now they're going to deflate the footballs.
Yeah. Tom Brady was white. So yeah, so but it'll get better. Obviously, I know it was bad because just look at fantasy numbers. Besides a few guys, fantasy numbers were weird. There was not a lot besides big numbers by a few guys on teams.
Yeah, points that you kind of expected you didn't get.
No, and that's how it is though every year. Everybody panics. We can talk about overreactions later. There's a few I want to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got some.
So the thing is that that's one of the fantasy. Everybody overreacts first week. I gotta get rid of this guy.
No,
you gotta go 4 weeks. I love the guys.
Just like the NFL, you got 3 or 4 weeks before you really
and
know.
hope you can tread water for those 3-4 weeks.
Yeah,
win a couple games in there, or even break 400 or 500 and be somewhere when you get ready. So it's like preseason, extended preseason. That's all these are.
It essentially is because quarterbacks never played.
Like going to the game yesterday, even this week for the Bears, it's gonna be a tough game in Houston. But losing that game, I mean, if they want to make the playoffs, they got to win every game they can. But losing to AFC opponents doesn't kill you if you can win other games because those tiebreakers come into effect very rarely.
Yeah.
So Houston game, you want them to win it, but it's gonna be a tough one. But Eric, you're ugly. I apologize.
Jeez, I mean, I tried to put on a nice face for you.
Well, try harder.
There was an apostrophe in there.
Working on the triceps. I'm gonna piggyback on your bad, and that my ugly was kind of the start to the season, especially that first game with all the flags, and it seemed like it was like, okay, you said defense always has the upper hand. Well, at first the offense did, then it just kind of like the offense went flat, then the defense started flat. It was just kind of a weird start to that game, and even the Packers-Eagles game the next night was kind of a weird start. So it's not extremely ugly, but like Ed Shirt. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Wow.
It's my good flannel.
That's his wedding flannel he wore tonight.
I had to pay shipping on this one.
When you got married, did you do the Canadian tuxedo?
I haven't been married.
That's
Canadian
right. You didn't
Eagle?
get married.
Wait, first thing, you paid for that? Actually, with Sports Illustrated, you had to pay for shipping to get it. But it was like...
It came with a football telephone.
Hunter magazine, though.
That one does look like a throwback, too. It's
actually a handgun phone.
Yeah, right.
Antler.
You talk into it.
An antler.
Hello, eh?
The antler phone, the greatest invention until 3 people lost an eye.
And the ringtone is a moose sound.
Steve, I got the greatest thing. We're going to be millionaires. Next thing you know, they're paying out all these insurance claims.
Ed, your phone's ringing. Holzer.
Oh, shit. My eyes are bleeding.
They're bleeding. Yeah, mine too.
Oh, that's funny stuff.
Okay, so anywhere ugly?
That's why people turn into the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. That's why we're number 12 in Chile.
Really? We moved up, huh?
Yeah, I think we moved up.
No, that's my ugly. The start to the
I agree.
first couple games.
Rick, you're ugly.
My ugly is I don't know how to say it right, but all the social media that just jumps on every bandwagon possible, whether it be the beginning of football, the end of another sport. You know, like, forgive me for saying it, the Angel Reese being blown out of the Rookie of the Year candidate because she got injured.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think she was ever in it. But you got people like Shaq saying now she's no longer in the running. You know, she was in the lead and no longer in the running. And then just the stats that come out to support Caitlyn. But it's, I'll let you say it. It's
How is she not the rookie of the year? How is Caitlin? I don't even watch, and I
don't know.
How is she not going to be the rookie of the year?
She's got 2 triple doubles this year, and that's more than 99% of the league.
Yeah, I don't think it's only no players ever had more than 2 in a year or more.
More 2 in their career.
2 in their career. Yeah.
And she's got 2 in her rookie year, and she's got
Did you guys see the Angel Reese statement?
Yes.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
God
And,
gives his best warriors the hardest.
Yeah,
the
let me see if I can
challenges.
find it real quick. I had it. I thought
that's pretty deep.
Oprah called her.
Yeah.
I can't find it right offhand.
So yeah, it's just
But
the
she
social
said,
media hype that everybody gets right away.
I don't care what people said. They didn't believe in me, and I still came through, and God did that. And it's like, you were like the 2nd or 3rd pick in the draft. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't believe in her, but let's take her anyway. Who didn't believe in Angel Reese? Everybody knew she was good.
The whole God in sports thing doesn't really get me either. Not to get all religious, but you know, like she says, God put me here for a reason. Well, he obviously hurt you for a reason too. Then, if you think that way,
Dennis Leary did a whole skit on that, kind of making fun of Reggie White and players thanking God. He's like, you think God cares who scores a touchdown on Sundays? But it was like
God hates that team, but he likes yours.
He made a joke of it. He made a joke into it, and like even actors thanking God when they get an award or something. I mean, thanking God for being able to do what you do. That's different.
Right.
My ability, I thank God. That's fine. But I'll thank God for almost get this
For
win
a
today.
victory.
He don't care you won.
Yeah,
I hope he doesn't.
When we were young, there was a comedian that even was like,
he's got a foam finger.
He's definitely not a Bills fan. Oh, he's going to tackle him dead.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Okay, he's alive. He's alive.
Okay,
He's alive.
too
again.
soon.
Just kidding.
It's been a couple of years,
You know why?
but too
'Cause
soon.
He was losing a fantasy championship with God, and he had to get it tied. He wanted to get his money that year.
Wow.
it was. I think well, we talked about this last year with Justin Fields. He's like, well, we would have won that game if God wouldn't have made me fumble.
That's funny.
Nobody ever said. It's never been said like that, or it's always. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That'd be great if he came out. Someone
That would be. That's something like an Andy Van Slyke would say.
Why'd that happen? Because God hates me.
Yeah, he hates our team.
He hate me.
Yeah, as I say, he hate me. There you go.
Ever since he made that flood in our village, you know, almost took out our whole basement at the stadium. You know, it's been downhill since then. We had locusts.
Yeah.
Once they quit selling Muir up at
Now
the
we got some
concession
guy
stand.
named Dante doing concessions over there. Can't wait to see what his Inferno does.
That's great.
He's got the best kebabs, though. Willie, what's
The
your
Nazareth
ugly?
Lepers. That was his team.
Ugly Will.
I'm sticking with Deshaun because he was 24 for 45, 169 yards, one touchdown, 2 interceptions, and he cost them $35.8 million a year because it was 46 because he converted 44.7 of this year's salary. They turned it into a signing bonus. So now it's 35.8.
Oh, saved him money. Nice guy.
Yeah.
That's just
So just a
robbery
lot of
still.
money, man. Jesus.
Come on.
You're ugly, Ed.
Oh, let's see where are we at now.
True dat.
This is a national story. Springfield, Ohio. You guys see this thing? It just broke, I think, this morning. Cats have gone missing along with the ducks and geese from the ponds in the park. So it's a small town, Springfield, Ohio. I don't know, 50, 60,000 people.
I've been there.
There's been an influx of Haitian refugees. They've dumped there, 20,000 of them.
Oh, my God.
People are losing their pets. Some lady, this out all came out, I think, today or yesterday. Did you hear about this, too?
No, I saw it.
Yeah, she was looking for a cat in the neighborhood, you know, and it was hanging in some guy's backyard, skinned. Well, I mean, you're not sure it was hers, but I'm guessing it was, you know, one of them. So Yeah, finally the liberal cat ladies are like, build a wall to save my cat. Who cares about fentanyl, child trafficking, rapes, murders? Mr. Whiskers isn't safe around here. No, and the sad part is 3 local Chinese restaurants went out of business.
Here we go. This is a true story, though.
that part wasn't. I just made that one up.
Yeah, when I lived in Columbus, I knew a lot of Springfield.
Is that where Homer lives?
I know, right? One
that
of
was Springfield.
Nope.
It was
just Springfield in
random.
every state.
Yeah.
And they never said which one it is.
Yeah.
Springfield,
Oh, Springfield, and then they'd always stop or cut it off, or
This guy that when I worked with in Columbus, he was from Springfield, and he used to call it Naked City. I'm like, why do you call it Naked City? Because there was some Playboy model from there, and so that everybody was the joke, Naked City. Like, oh, okay.
We had Miss America from Kenosha. Nobody even knows her name. Nobody cares, see?
Wendy?
I can't remember what it is either.
Scott, you're ugly.
My ugly is I had and I lost it. I should have wrote it down. God bless it. Oh, my ugly is tonight at 5:30, everybody finds out in the fantasy world that Christian McCaffrey is not going to play.
Yep. 5:30. That's bullshit.
That's my key to winning tonight.
So I was down a league by 0.5.
Oh, my gosh.
And I had CMC. He had nobody. But the good part is
you
found a loophole.
Yeah.
I could put Christian McCaffrey on the IR and pick up Jordan Mason.
Oh,
Don't know
nice job.
how,
Really?
but I did it. And the guy sent me a message like, ooh, I didn't think you'd see McCaffrey was out. Nice job. So he's like, oh, you got it.
And
So
you-
he's-
you
I was
already- you
hoping
already won?
Sucked at
You
this.
got me, you son of a gun. You got
I was
me.
like, I went back and go, oh, let me see if I can move the IR. Oh, okay. Move the IR. Put Jordan Mason in. Okay, cool.
Did you already win then?
I don't know. I'm guessing he's got
I
some
haven't.
carries.
The guy that in the league I am, some jackass took Mason. Had him
On
I
draft day?
I drafted him
The ultimate handcuff.
You have
huh?
McCaffrey right now?
Yeah.
Tonight?
tonight.
So you could've switched
so
it
you-
out?
it's not even a handcuff.
I couldn't do
then.
anything. I was getting beat anyway, so I just said, okay, I'll just
That's why
roll
we
over,
draft.
play dead.
Who takes a backup in a 10-man? Is that 10-man or 12-man?
It was a 12.
Well, and not
Oh,
even as
12's
a
a little
handcuff.
different,
Not
yeah.
even as a handcuff. It's another guy. You have McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you take that handcuff just in case. But,
Yeah, but this isn't like a backup like you have, like the Bears have Swift and Khalil Herbert.
I mean, he took him.
You
I'm
know what
like,
I mean?
He's
He's
I was
not
going to
getting-
take him. I goes, I
That
can't
guy's not
believe he
getting
just
any
took him.
carries.
Hey, you
unless
want to trade for him? I'm
injury.
like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, Brees Hall's got now Braylon Allen or whatever they drafted. So, it's like they got a legit back. Jordan Mason's not a legit
Yeah,
back.
he's
well, now
their
he
number
is.
one. Yeah, he's their
Now
backup.
he is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's depends who you got for your other backs,
But
I guess.
CMC's a
But on Monday night, it
workhorse.
sucks on Monday night. I mean, when
Yeah,
it
yeah,
happens.
when you're
If
stuck.
it was Sunday morning, you care less. Okay,
Right,
I'll flip
right.
it, whatever. Take my chances. But yeah, that was the bad, or ugly, whatever the hell it was. So let's talk about. So yeah, people have some overreactions from this week 1 in the NFL. What do you guys have? I know you and Ed and Eric's eyes perked up when I said overreactions.
Yeah, now I forgot what I was going to do, but there was a ton of the offensive ones.
After week 1, that's the best overreaction week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're a Packer fan, I mean, here's your headline, like 10:46 p.m. September 6th, time of death, basically on the season, right? I mean, if you're a Packer fan and you're overreacting, if you have those kind of expectations, which I didn't, if Packer fans, we know them all. They think the Packers would win the Super Bowl if Jordan Love was healthy, and I'm not that guy. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I mean that's a huge overreaction right there. The season's over, right?
Yeah,
he's only out for what 3-4 weeks.
3-4 weeks, but I
Yeah.
mean even so, 3-4 weeks is 3-4 weeks.
But it's still,
Season's over.
It's a tear, right? Or just
It's a sprain, yeah.
MCL.
No
It's
surgery.
still not good.
But
I
still,
mean,
it's not good coming
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
on week
it's gonna
5.
suck.
And everybody knows you got to.
It's gonna freaking hurt. Yeah, and then, they're gonna go after him.
It all depends.
Cutting left and right is not what it's going to be.
If Malik somehow miracle can win 2 of those games out of like 4 or 5, he might stay
He
out
gets
another
a
week
booming
or 2.
contract next year.
No, that would be a good trade then. I mean,
for sure.
But yeah, I mean,
Well, his weariness didn't look too great the other night when he didn't just throw a ball down the end zone, ran around and got sacked. I'm like, what are you doing? You had one job. Just launch it.
but that was 2 years in Tennessee. Did the same thing. He never threw he never threw the ball.
Yeah.
He was sacked like 807 times or something.
807, huh?
I think it was 807. I could be off by a couple. Might. How about overreaction? Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, there's
Just
a lot of
disaster.
that going on right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, once again, it's first game for him, and Pittsburgh is the only team that played a lot of their stars the whole preseason.
Did you see Russell Wilson on the sidelines with pads on?
Yeah, well,
knowing that he
inactive.
would never play, inactive. That was hilarious.
He said, "I'm ready to play." Inactive.
That's weird.
His wife didn't like the clothes that he wore.
That's the most
Street
Russell
clothes,
Wilson
so she said,
thing
"Yeah, wear a
ever.
uniform."
Yeah, they're saying he's done. Kirk Cousins, that's your reaction?
No, yeah, he just was awful. He came back. I mean, to me, he probably came back a little early.
Joe Burrow was awful too.
Joe Burrow was another
That's
one.
a big overrate. But they do that every year.
But they're missing T. Higgins. Jamar Chase wasn't at practice the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
And you're coming off that,
No,
like
and
you
it-
said, nobody played together.
and they don't have Joe Mixon anymore.
Yeah.
Wow, he looked good.
But I mean,
Chase, didn't he play without getting his contract?
Yeah, he played. He's got 2 deals left in his deal. So that's why people are kind of don't
Right.
make that sense.
Right.
Usually you push it next year with 1 year left.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird situation.
He's kind of being kind of a bitch too.
Did you hear that what shirt he wore to the game?
Oh, Roger's down.
What shirt?
It was a dollar sign because he's all known. He wants one more dollar.
Oh yeah, one more dollar
Oh,
adjusting because they're
yeah.
buddies, and he wants to be highest paid.
Whatever.
For a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it never lasts.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an overreaction, but the Giants won't win more than 4 games. What do you think?
I agree with that.
That's
Kind of enjoyed their uniforms yesterday.
Yeah, they were okay.
I liked them. Yeah.
Wow, I had Singletary, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'll start him. You know, he's the only guy there. Oh my God!
How do you think
that team is
Giants
bad?
fans are feeling about Saquon?
He would have been bad on their team. I'm going to guess on that team too. Don't you think?
I mean,
Yeah, but he changes dynamics of everything
Yeah.
people do around.
You're
you,
right.
too. I
You-
mean,
yeah.
you got to put 8 in the boxes of him. Devin Singletary might not have to put 8 in the box. I don't. And Daniel Jones is thrown more pick sixes than touchdowns since he signed his contract.
Did you see they were
Yes,
burning
I did
jerseys?
see that.
Awesome.
Fans
I
were
did see
burning
that.
Daniel Jones jerseys. after
So
the
is
game.
that an overreaction?
That's definitely an overreaction. That's a huge.
No.
I don't know.
Well, you're
I don't
gonna
know
burn a guy's jersey.
I don't know about burning jerseys. Never been
Yeah.
a fan of that.
Yeah, just throw it away or give it to Goodwill or give it to some kid that doesn't have a jersey.
Maybe it's Tyreek's jersey or Deshaun Watson. You can't
But
do that though.
did you see the highlight? And it looked like him leaving the game. Like
His fans were getting on
they
him?
walk outside. Like there's
Yeah.
just walking outside, just like the barrier, like a concert barrier, like just one of those one of those fencings you put up, the temporary fencing. And he's just walking along the thing, and they're all yelling at him. Like you can stand there
It's
and
New York.
like it's walking
It's
down.
such
I'm
bullshit.
like, there's not behind a wall or nothing. This is
Yeah.
nuts. This poor guy. I mean, I get it. He sucked.
He's
but-
not poor.
Hey,
He's
he
not
got
poor.
paid. He got paid.
But I mean, still, I mean, New York's tough too. I mean,
Yeah.
You ain't shitting.
You want to talk about a city that
Well,
Other
what's
than
their-
maybe
what's their
Philadelphia.
Philly's worse.
What's their alternative right now? The Giants.
Nothing.
Um,
Tannehill.
Yeah,
And not paying him
I
when
don't-
they did.
Same guy.
I don't think they're going to move. I just watched that offseason with the Giants was interesting because they were going to take they were debating taking a quarterback in the draft, and they decided to go with Neighbors because they were like, "Oh, we got a quarterback. Let's go with the receiver."
Good move.
But more people I talked about Neighbors too. I guess it's been weird. He out of all those receivers they talked to, he was by far the least appealing attitude wise to me, and on Hard Knocks, hands down, not even close.
Yeah.
Marvin Harris seemed cool.
He had a good
Rome
game though.
seemed cool. They all seemed like nice, better guys. But Malik was just kind of I don't know. He kind of. We were talking about it yesterday. Someone said that, and I go, I got the same feeling that they brought up. I got the same weird feeling about him. But
And would you be more
I don't know.
cautious with wide receivers with all their mental problems? I mean, it seems like there's a ton of them that have.
Well, it happens when they start to have success.
Yeah,
It's,
and not
it's crazy.
Not
though.
all. I mean,
I'm not saying all. I said
yeah.
there's a lot though compared to
Yeah,
any
I
other
mean-
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's. I don't know. It's weird.
How about another overreaction? And you told me this one. Cooper Kupp's the best receiver in football again.
He stays healthy, man.
Dude, it was a crazy game.
As
He was,
and
he was open every play.
Puka being out for 4 games for sure now.
Yeah, he's
going to
get a lot of looks now.
And he looks like he's healthy again. His
He-
routes were crisp.
He was open every play.
The toe tap catch on his sideline was one of the best catches I've seen in a couple
Oh,
of
I
years.
know, it was amazing.
I didn't think he caught it.
I didn't think it was
There's-
close.
There's no way. And all of a sudden he showed it. I go, oh my God. That was incredible. And Chris Collinsworth, he jizzled over the booth. This might be the best play ever. But last night he was kind of weird. He was doing it back and forth with both teams. It wasn't just one team. It was he was giving hand jobs all over the field last night. He was too. It was crazy. He looked like Ricky Stanicki out there.
You need chapstick, Chris?
I'll be right back. I go down to the sidelines.
I'm gonna be a silent reporter.
Is it dry in here?
But yeah, so
How about
I think he's good. He's good.
You told me he was looking awesome.
Me and Shotty
I
took
picked him.
When I heard about the report. I only had 2 other. I couldn't get him in the 2 drafts. Got him 1. Me and Shotty a big money draft. I go, we got to take him. I think. And Shotty's like, yeah. I go, I heard he was being targeted like crazy. I just heard it after he did already 4 drafts.
Yeah, right.
Son of a bitch. I wish I would have known. But now Puka going out, and it was weird. At the beginning of the game, it was weird. He wasn't so crazy at the beginning with Puka, and as soon as Puka went out, it was all him. Nobody else is around anymore.
You didn't even notice there was another guy on the field. It was crazy.
No, it was him and Stafford playing catch.
Yeah,
Yep.
and he was open every play.
But the other guys that were out there. They were making catches as well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Their receiving core is not a lot of guys but they're getting spacing and know what to do with it.
They got a good running back.
Yeah.
They got a great quarterback.
Yeah. Stafford's solid, so yeah, I like the guy. So, but yeah, I don't think it's overreaction. I think that's very possible.
Okay, here's the next one. Justin Herbert's on the downswing. I mean, he didn't look good yesterday. Yeah. Again, nobody did, and he doesn't have receivers to throw to, but
he got a W.
It's going to be 2 years in a row where he hasn't.
Yeah, and they took all his receivers away too. And last year he was hurt because I had him. He was hurt the last 5-6 games or whatever it was.
He's got Jordan Palmer.
And they still think his foot's bothering him too. They're not telling you much, but yeah, Josh Palmer, Quentin Johnson. Ladd McConkey did score touchdowns, but Ladd McConkey's tiny. He'll be dead within two weeks. I saw him yesterday.
That's an overreaction.
That's an overreaction right there.
He's tiny. I was like, I couldn't believe how small he was. I'm like, that dude's tiny.
So McConkey had 5 for 39 touchdown. Yeah. Quentin Johnson 3 for 38. Palmer 2 for 15. Yeah,
their back situation is great. They no
Dobbins.
They don't have a distinguishing back.
You got to remember, what does Jimmy like to do?
Yeah, and you know what? They're going to set him up. If the running game gets set up, Justin Herbert would be fine. You got to run the ball.
Dobbins had 135 yards rushing.
Oh, okay. So that's Jim Harbaugh.
Dobbins had a huge
and that might be
game.
part of why Herbert didn't do anything. I mean, Herbert's numbers are low because run the ball.
Well, are we overreacting on Dobbins' huge day?
Yeah, because
against the Raiders.
His big thing though is he's had a hard time staying healthy.
And Gus Edwards is there too, so he might get. As the year goes on, they're going to start doing. How many carries did Gus Edwards? What was the carry?
10.
How many did Dobbins get? 10 to.
He had over 10. I know.
Dobbins had 10. Edwards had 11 for 26.
So 10 for 135. Yeah. He must have had a big one then.
61.
Okay. So take that away because that's not going to happen every week. Obviously, we know that. So, they're about, that's a good game, though, for Dobbins.
You start worrying.
And he scored a touchdown, too.
Yeah, you start worrying, though, about Herbert, man. He hasn't had where he came out since that 3-touchdown game in his first game.
Yeah.
No, he's been good, but.
They showed.
He was a top quarterback.
Joe Alt, that lineman they drafted.
How do you look? Road grader?
He owned.
Good.
Mason, or not Mason Crosby, but
Max Crosby?
Max owned him.
That's what they drafted.
Owned him.
He owned Mason Crosby. Max Crosby gave him some shit.
Max,
man, he's just pushing Mason with one hand.
Mason was just trying to high kick him.
That's right.
Look like a Rockette. No, but that's why Jim Harbaugh wanted him in number 6, correct? They drafted
him. Either that or a wideout, and I think they did the right thing.
Yeah, no, those linemen are hard to come by, man. So. Any other ones you guys have? Anybody else?
How about the Cowboys made a mistake by paying Dak big money?
I got no choice.
I don't. Yeah, it's the same with anything.
It's the same with the Packers.
With their team, they're not going to be good enough to not be bad enough to draft quarterback next year. And who knows? Now watching these quarterbacks play, besides me, Ewers, I don't know if I want any of them next year. They're already talking about defensive end for somewhere being number 1 now. Sanders has already been pushed down the road, which Sanders is not his fault. But Daddy didn't build a team right for him to be a winner. Daddy built a team to make him the center, and they have no offensive line. Their defense still can't stop the run, which was last year.
I thought about having them as my ugly.
Well, their wide receiver might be one of the top picks.
He'll be up there.
Carter?
Travis Hunter, right?
Hunter.
He's really good. Yeah. And then Sanders is good too. I watched a couple games. He stood in the pocket hard. He threw from the pocket, got hit. He was. I like the way
he'll be a first rounder.
I liked his game, but right now, as those guys that are, they even say they won't be as good as the last couple of years. Even I'm like, well, the year's not over yet, but I don't know. I like I said, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not waiting for the offseason.
Are the Vikings? Are the Vikings the best team in the NFC?
No,
Norris.
No, I
Justin
think that's
Jefferson
pretty
does.
obvious.
I think if Darnold plays like he did yesterday, which is in Kevin O'Connell's offense, I think it's gonna be a tough division. They're just adding another wrench into the thing where people thought it might be a 2-team or 3-team race. It's gonna be a hard division.
Oh, that bounce.
And obviously the line. I liked what the Lions did last night. It was the first game of the year. You can tell a lot of moving parts weren't working at times, but their defense, for even Stafford kind of had his way at times. Their defensive backfield is improved 1,000%, and that was their flaw last year. And their pass rush with the dude they picked up, I forgot. I didn't even know they picked up the one dude, Willie. Who's the lineman they picked up? The defensive lineman that made a bunch of plays last night too. To go with Hutchinson. He played somewhere for a year. I don't know. He's only like 20 something, but you know what I'm talking about though.
I know exactly.
Their defense is better than last year, and their defense last year was solid.
Right. Oh yeah.
The only thing with their offense, and Chris Collins made a good point about this last night. The only thing their offense is it's thin on receiver.
They are.
It's
They're
very
thin.
Where Laporta is that extra receiver, I guess. But Amon St. Brown, they got Jameis Williams had a great game. And then after that, it's kind of like, they got the little kid, number 11, little guy.
Yeah.
Khalif Raymond. No,
Raymond. Raymond, yeah.
And then they got another guy, but they're not deep on receiver. It's like some teams you go.
Not deep at all, but their top two are really good.
They're dynamic at receiver when they're
if Jameson can be.
If Jameson does it all year, it's going to open everything.
I forgot that he was a Buckeye to start. And then he transferred to they said he was like 6th in the depth chart at Ohio State, and that's when he transferred to was it Alabama, right?
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah. He won national championship with them, right? They won when he was there. Yeah.
So who's the defensive guy here? Anzalone Arnold. I'm trying to think.
He got a game ball.
If you say his name, I'll tell you who it is.
He got a game ball.
Well, they're number 0. Their rookie cornerback played really well too.
Not Campbell. He was the draft guy.
Campbell. Yeah, that's the
linebacker. Him and Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez. Yeah. That guy was all over last night too. The blonde hair, long hair dude. He was
Anzalone.
Anzalone.
That's the guy. He 10 tackles.
Different guy though.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know enough of what positions these guys are playing.
He's a defensive lineman, but yeah, he played really well. So yeah, I think Minnesota can make noise. I think with that what's his name's defense, they like to do different coverages and blitzes and stuff. And what's his name? They got Flores. He's a great coordinator. He gives you different looks and kind of masks deficiencies with his defense, and that's a good coach. He does. Their defense has lost a couple cornerbacks, and although who they beat yesterday? Oh, the Giants.
Giants.
So
overreaction.
I'm not going to.
Yeah,
but they're going to be competitive. I don't think they're going to be a pushover at all. I don't.
No, Darnold had a great game
because I like Kevin O'Connell. I think he's a good coach. I think they got and Flores is a good defensive coordinator. So
and then the last game is probably New Orleans, Carolina. New Orleans just destroyed
Carolina.
them.
Bryce Young is just not good right now.
Okay,
his first
is
pass.
that not the worst draft pick in history?
I don't know.
Because it was Stroud was second.
Yeah, Stroud was second.
Yeah, that's terrible. And I thought it was terrible when it happened.
I know it's only been one game, but the unknown. They could have just not did anything and had Caleb Williams this year. If they really wanted to.
Can I take back my ugly? Because I just looked up Bryce Young's stats.
Yeah.
13 of 30.
Yeah.
I guarantee almost any of us can go 13 of 30. Well, it's probably Scott. You played quarterback in flag football.
Be a lot of swing passes, and I probably cry a lot.
That hurts. God.
We call that wincing.
Why is Hutchinson in my lap? Oh shit!
He's got eye black all over my face.
They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't throw the ball, and they probably can't run the ball because they know they can't throw the ball.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Hubbard had 14 yards, Sanders had 22 yards, and Bryce Young had 12.
What was his total yards passing?
160. So I'm guessing he had a long one somewhere along the way.
He threw a pick for sure, if not.
Oh, no, he had a 32 and a 35. So 2 plays about almost good.
Bryce. And you know what? Maybe that team's not that good either. They still haven't improved much, so I don't know. It's.
And who's their leading receiver after drafting all these guys?
Deontay Johnson.
No. Adam Thielen.
Oh, Thielen once again?
Yeah.
How many catches?
3 for 49, but it's like...
Well, the one kid they says raw, that new Xavier Legette.
Yeah.
What did he have?
He had 4 for 35, so that's
he's
pretty good. Yeah. He's got a lot of targets.
He's a big dude, too.
And they drafted Mingo last year pretty high.
Yeah.
So, they're working on it, but, man,
we'll get
he's not going to be the quarterback there.
Man.
He's going to be who's the guy who was at Atlanta? Ritter?
Desmond Ritter, yeah.
It's going to be like that, or the guy, or Malik Willis.
Guy on the bottom of the screen.
Whoa, he tried. Get the hell out of here.
Way offsides. I heard Tannehill was seen at the airport in Ashwaubenon.
Tannehill was? No, he wasn't.
No.
They have talked about it, but now the Packers are
where is Joe Flacco?
Yeah. He's sitting on the couch. Indianapolis, I think.
No, he's not playing. He's not
playing?
I don't think he's with the team. Unless he is with Indy, I'm not sure.
Because, I mean, that's always a
Uh,
good question. I mean, he stepped up with the Browns last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
they have that's.
We'll see how this first game goes.
Oh, that's
it's
Debo?
gonna. Oh, great!
Debo's number 1 now.
Oh, he changed his number. That's what I said. I got confused because I'm like, this dude keeps getting the ball.
Did
hot.
Debo score?
He just scored. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is
No,
number one?
your guy had some runs though.
Yeah, Mason has like 50, 60 yards already.
Yeah.
So he got a touchdown call back though.
He is with the Colts.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
But still,
He is
you
with
already
the
won.
Colts.
I'm good. Yeah. Oh, he's with the Colts. Okay.
He is.
See him in
Okay.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Go shake his hand.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Probably
gonna.
the bar with us. Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
It'll be an interesting game for the Packers this week. I don't even
They
know
got
who
the
they're-
Colts.
Colts.
They have the
Colts.
Colts this week.
It'll be interesting to, if he's a complete disaster. Then you might see him like actually go out and have to get somebody.
Well, I think the Packers' schedule next few weeks is they got a bunch of winnable games. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I mean, just got to play better defense. Their
The
run
nice thing
defense
for
still
them
was-
You're right.
Their run defense still was pretty. And Jay Alexander's not just quit talking and play defense.
Yeah.
He's a head.
Remember,
great
just
when
ear- early in the game, he
No.
mouthed off to A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
And after that, A.J. Brown said,
Went
okay,
nuts.
dude.
Yes.
He did, like, woke him up. He's like, okay. Next play, ran him like a 15-yard deep route and then stopped and kind of gave him a nudge, caught the ball. After it was every ball he looked up, he was catching the ball, A.J. Brown. And Jay Alexander was behind him. It was like, Jesus Christ. But that's a problem, too.
Yeah.
I mean, do something.
They're worried about their personal little
Yeah.
scuffles. It's so stupid.
And the defensive scheme looked the same. You know what the thing is? New defensive coordinator, the defense looked exactly the same from last year. No difference to me at all. They did nothing different what I saw. Their run defense, they weren't great at times. I mean, although both running backs had good games. Barkley had a great game, and Jason,
Yeah.
when they used Jacobs,
Yeah, not
only game
enough.
like 4 carries.
Just like
in the first
last
half.
year with Jones,
Second
not
half-
enough.
Wilson was tearing it up though in the end of the second
Yeah.
half, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the
Yeah.
game where I was because we're in Minnesota country.
Yeah, Wilson played good. Did Aaron Jones play good for the Vikings this
Yes,
week?
he had
did.
like 18 or 19 points in fantasy.
Yeah, 94
whatever
yards and a touchdown.
Whatever that
Yeah.
means. Yeah.
But Jacobs was solid. Just they not giving him the ball enough.
No,
yeah.
Jacobs looked good. He ran the
And
ball
I agree
hard.
on the defense. I mean, they were opportunistic early in the game where they made some plays, but then, yeah, it's
Well,
not.
Jalen Hurts he's
you're not
too
stopping.
loosey goose with the ball sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
That pick in the end zone. I mean, it's third and goal with like 5 minutes left in the game or
Yeah.
8 minutes. If he just throws it out of bounds, you kick a field goal, you're up by 8. Okay, 8. I know they can still tie it,
But it's
but
difficult.
8.
Yeah.
You gave him the ball back, they could have went down and scored a touchdown, won the game.
Yep.
Took the lead. You can't do that as a veteran. You're a veteran now. You have to know, and it looked like he could have ran for about 10 yards maybe and did something. I don't know. No, he throws it, coming across his body back to the middle. I'm like, that ain't gonna work. That as soon as he threw it, I'm like, that's getting picked.
So I mean, from what I heard is Philadelphia is one of the favorites to be a Super Bowl team. I mean, they got to be in the top 4. I've heard.
Well, we'll see when the bench
I mean,
warmers
did
make
you
their
see?
picks.
I
Top
didn't.
4
I
of the
didn't.
Then we'll know.
NFC.
I didn't see the game. I mean, do you see that in them?
Yeah, because their defense got gouged at times. Their defense is
Their defense played a lot better as the game went on.
Yeah, and I think it's all about. Well, I think Barkley makes our team 10 times better.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Isn't that
Because you
crazy?
don't
Hell
have
yeah,
you don't
he's
have
awesome.
to you can if Hurts is in some situation he's like just not okay. You know what? Just get the ball to Barkley. Let's see if we can make. And their offensive line is very good.
Well,
Like,
hopefully they
very
keep
good.
him.
Like-
Hopefully they keep him healthy because that's been
That's the thing, and that's the thing. They're gonna have to work in other guys, and he can't get 40 carries a game or whatever, and get him.
He's not going to play 17 games.
No, and
He's not. He's
Yeah.
going to get hurt. He's going to miss a game. He does. That's Barkley.
Well, we go back to the Aaron Jones thing. Is kind of the same thing. You know, he's gonna miss some games.
Yeah.
And I think that's Packers were kind of doing, just go younger and hopefully stronger. I mean,
And less
nobody,
money. Less
nobody
money.
thinks Aaron Jones sucked.
No.
Not one Packer.
Jacobs
fan.
is not a huge step down from Jones, and he's younger. So I didn't have a problem with that deal.
No,
but
everybody knows Aaron Jones is legit.
yeah.
He has been for years.
Well, so let's make our picks.
You want to make picks? Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. So, what are we doing? How do we do this usually? Division winners, or just wild cards and division winners? Right? Right?
I gotta look up who's in the league.
The way I didn't do the thing you sent out. I just wrote down the divisions and I started to put seeds on them. So
Well, I got my 1 through 7 in there.
that's
it's already
exact-
seeded out.
And then I have all the games.
Just write your stuff down and then hand it in.
Are we doing
I could pull it right
separate
off.
NFC,
Feels like
AFC?
homework.
NFC, AFC, then your final 4 for both sides, and then your Super Bowl teams, and then your Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I got all that.
Yep. And then also we could throw some MVP, rookie. What else is there?
I did MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year,
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Ooh, I like that.
Comeback Player of the
Tyreek
Year,
Hill. His man.
How quiet it got.
Rookie Offensive Player, and Rookie Defensive Player.
Yeah,
That's what I
yep,
did.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
What if Tyreek?
Yeah,
What if
Coach.
Tyreek got out of the car and just?
Oh, I didn't even think about Coach. Sorry.
Catch me, motherfucker!
I mean, that's
Just ran to the
obvious,
stadium.
right?
Just
Is
ran.
it is it Dan Campbell Award?
Nobody catch me.
Dan Campbell Award.
Jay Jettas might catch me, but nobody else.
Hey, I forgot about Coach. I'm sorry.
So who are Coach there? So who are your top? It's 7 teams make the playoffs. 7 teams make the playoffs in each division. So who are your top 7 in the AFC? Eric. Top 7.
Yep, I got you. Should I go 7 up or 1-7?
It's up to you. Go 7 up. It's more exciting because
Make 7 up yours.
We don't think at all it'll be the Chiefs at the top. So
yeah.
This segment brought to you
by Sprite.
By 7 Up.
There you go. Oh, look at that.
7 Up spot yours.
Despite the issues with their quarterback, I'm going to take the Browns at the 7 seed.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I just think the rest of the team's solid. And Nick Chubb will be back eventually. He said Chubb. So, yeah, that's my 7. My 6 is the Jimmy Harbaugh-led Chargers. And I disagree. I think Justin Herbert will come around and have a good season. That's my feeling on him.
His name is Herbert.
Herbert.
I call him A-Bear, too.
Bobby A-Bear. Remember Bobby?
Yeah, we all remember Bobby.
I wish I could do Herbert the Pervert voice because I do that right now.
Oh,
from
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Number 5 is the Aaron Rodgers-led Jets.
Okay.
Number 4, Texans winning their division. Number 3, Ravens winning their division. Number 2, Chiefs winning their division. And then the Bills, because nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
So, yeah, just stop there?
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
and then we'll go.
Ed, you're...
I'm not done yet.
Okay. Willie?
Number 7, Dolphins.
Oh, hold on. I forgot I have
Is
this
it there?
in here. Hold on. Give me a minute.
There it is.
Hold on. Take me a second.
There it isn't.
The dolphin ran away. Where did he go?
Mammal.
What the? Oh, there it is. That flawless. Seamless. Okay, who else?
Number 6, Jags.
Okay.
Just going to keep going.
Number 5, Ravens. Number 4, Texans. Number 3, Bengals. Number 2, Jets. And number 1, Chiefs.
Who's your division winners? Chiefs, Jets, and Texans?
Yep.
Okay.
You don't have the Bills in the playoffs?
No.
Rick, you got yours yet?
Yeah. I got my 7.
Hit it.
Winning their divisions, I got the Bills, the Chiefs, the Texans, and the Ravens. And then the other 3 falling in line are going to be the Bengals, the Jets, and then the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to make it.
Okay.
I feel that.
Ed, you good yet or no?
Yeah, I got the Ravens coming in 7th because of their shitty quarterback play. No, then Dolphins, Bengals winning that division, the Chiefs winning their division, Texans winning their division, and then the Jets, and then the Bills. The Bills winning the division.
Okay.
But the Jets and the Bills, the top 2 teams out of the same division.
The Jets and the Bills are in the same division.
Yeah, I got them as the top 2.
They can't be the 2 seed.
I got to change seeds.
Well, you can tell us
whatever. You got your.
That's
7.
you said. I thought ranked top to bottom.
Well, but yeah,
we're picking the playoffs though.
Yeah, but you can
So you
figure
got
out
it.
when you get to the
All
playoffs.
right.
That's fine.
You work on it. We'll come back.
My number 7 is the Dolphins. number 6 is the Bengals. Number 5 is the Bills. Number 3 is Texans winning the division. I'm sorry, 4 are the Ravens. Then 3 the Texans winning the divisions. Then Jets winning their division and the Chiefs winning their division, and that for me ends up having the AFC East with 3 teams in the playoffs. Jets, Bills, and Dolphins all make it.
I like that.
Yeah, I have the same thing.
You have to
but I don't know how to fucking put them in order.
So that's why I wrote 5. You want them to be your 5 seed then.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine. Okay, so how about the NFC? How's it shake out for you, Eric?
Okay. Number 7. I know I'm a freaking homer. Is the Packers. 6 Rams, 5 Dem Boys, 4 Bucks winning their division, 3 Eagles winning their division, 2 Lions winning theirs, and 49ers won. Just starting to look like it does every single year here a little bit.
Willie.
I've got
Lions.
All 7.
I got the Bears 7.
Yes.
Oh, you're such a homer.
Bears.
Cowboys 6, Packers 5.
Whoa, that's high.
Then you got the Bucks.
You already know the quarterback's missing, right?
Well, hey.
No, he had to go.
Malik
He went
Willis
back
is going
a
to come
week.
out like gangbusters.
We had to go
Bucks,
back a week
Bucks
before.
4, 49ers.
That's why I did mine.
3.
Yeah.
I didn't take into account that he was hurt.
And then Eagles 2, and then Lions 1. So Lions, Eagles, 49ers, and Bucks are all the division winners.
Rick?
I wrote mine with a healthy Jordan Love, so
That's why I did mine too.
I have. I didn't. No. I got the
Scott's
Cowboys.
the Boy
I got
Scout of the group here.
Winning
You guys are all
the
fucking
divisions.
cheaters.
Winning the divisions. I got the Cowboys, the Lions, the Niners, and the Bucks. All right. Then I got the Eagles making it in. Cowboys are going to pull it off this year. They're actually going to win the division. I got the Bears winning third place in their division. I got the Vikings winning second place in their division, and the Packers winning fourth place in their division, so they don't make it.
Wow.
NFC's going to have 3 of them in there. NFC North, sorry.
Edmund.
I got the Rams sneaking in at the end after watching them last night because I get to cheat in this because I already.
God, you're a cheater.
The Saints after fucking manhandling. Then the Cowboys. Then my playoff teams are Eric.
I see what you're doing here.
Falcons.
See what you're doing here.
Buccaneers not even making it. The Falcons win in that division. The Lions win in the North. And the only team to make it out of the North. I think it's going to be a bloodbath. Then the Eagles and the Niners.
Okay, my 7th team is the Packers. My 6th team is the Bears.
Nice.
My 5th team is the Eagles. Buccaneers win the division. Cowboys win the division. Lions win the division. 49ers win the division. But I will make note, I did this out, and the Falcons actually tie with the Buccaneers at 10-7, but the Falcons are left out.
Oh, you did the scenarios? Then
Oh,
you
I did the
all
whole
again.
thing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of my AFC one. Let me see how that came out. There's only close ones. Colts go 9-8, but they don't make the playoffs. Steelers go 9-8, but they don't make the playoffs either. That's what I have in mind. So there'll be 500, 2 teams over 500 on the AFC that won't make it, and only 1 team over 500 in the AFC.
Did you do that scenario thing this week or last week?
I just did today.
Okay, so you had week 1 already was filled in.
Yeah, but I did put in the Packers. Like I made it fair. Like he was healthy, and I think they can win games. They're gonna win. They'll probably win 1 or 2 without him. They don't play anybody great. The Colts are a decent team.
I'd take 1.
And they're at home, so these games they get games at home. If they're at the Colts, it'd be a little. I might be okay, like loud in there and all that. Oh, that was a fun fact about this too for the Falcons, not to defend them, but the story from Atlanta was it was so loud in the stadium.
How loud was it?
That the Falcons had to go to
or the
silent counts.
Really?
Because there's so many Steelers fans.
In their own stadium.
So that could be part of the being ill-prepared because you're not planning on having to use silent counts at all at home, right? I mean, that's something you don't prepare for. So that could be part of the problem was got to a point in the game was like, holy crap, because that's how loud it was in the stadium. They could not hear, I guess.
Wow.
The Falcons had to go to silent count.
And why did all the Steelers fans want to go to Atlanta?
Because lemon pepper Lou.
Cheap food.
Oh, yeah, cheap food.
No shit.
Cheap food and beer.
They all got there and were like, look, Chick-fil-A's closed.
Thought it was Magic City.
Yeah, that's, yep.
Magic City's a little pricey.
How do you know?
All you can eat.
The lemon pepper.
You used to get discounts, right?
Yeah. It's the fantasy team name. My fantasy team name is Lemon Pepper Lou. So,
so how about our playoffs? What do we got
Playoffs?
for the playoffs? I got my bracket. Look, I printed out a bracket for me and everything. Look at that.
so we went. Are we going to AFC? Are we gonna go all the way? Like, are we just
let's go all the way, Eric. Me and
Let's go all the way. Let's go. Oh, sorry.
I got all the playoff thing, but you can do whatever you want. Final 4, whatever.
Okay, so obviously I had the Bills as the 1, so they're sitting that first week. I have the Chiefs beating the Browns, Ravens beating the Chargers, and then I have the Jets with that minor upset over the Texans.
Okay.
Okay, then that next round, I'm going to have the Bills beating the Jets. Ravens. Ed's Ravens upsetting the Chiefs. Payback, bitch. Xavier Worthy's foot's going to be on the line or something like that, and they won't get the touchdown.
That's crazy.
And so my AFC Championship game is going to be Bills-Ravens, and I have the Bills. And I do this every year because nobody circles the wagons, right, like the Buffalo Bills. So they're going to the Super Bowl. Check.
Okay. Who's next? I forgot.
I am.
Okay.
I got the Jets beating the Dolphins. I have the Bengals beating the Jags. Bunch of Jags. And I have the Ravens beating the Texans. Bears beating the Eagles.
Shut the front door.
49ers beating the Cowboys.
What's in your drink?
I know it.
The Eagles? Come on. They play them, though, this year, don't they?
And the Bucks
okay.
beating the Packers. So it's just a wild card round. So did you want?
Yeah, go all the way.
Well, that seems to happen every time.
Remember I just sang the song?
Okay, all right. Then divisional round, Chiefs beating the Ravens once again. Jets beating the Bengals. Lions beating the Bears. And the 49ers beating the Bucks. Then I got the Chiefs beating the Jets. Lions beating the 49ers. And I don't get to say this often, but I might as well while I can. Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
We just were getting.
You can say it every year.
We were just we didn't get to the Super Bowl round yet.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez, he just had
We're
Michigan
going all the way.
He's like Chris Collinsworth over here. Oh!
Calm down. We don't even know the other opponent yet.
Yeah.
He's got Michigan winning a couple years last year.
Look at him.
The
He's ready.
Red Wings.
They do look great.
The
They
Tigers
looked,
are awesome.
I mean, I just saw highlights, but they looked
The game last night.
legit.
Yeah, their defense is good. It's upgraded.
Yeah.
And
Like you said, the wide receivers are the only weak thing. Not weak,
But how
either.
did you
They're
even?
really good at the
you
top.
You just did your whole NFC too.
Yeah.
Oh, I just did AFC.
What do you do?
We're doing
all
one
the
at
way.
a time.
Oh, okay.
Well, all the way with
I'm
the
not.
AFC.
I'm not doing it like either one of you guys did it because it's
So
just,
Willie's done now.
you just bored
I am.
both of our listeners.
Who's running this show?
Scott, but he's writing shit.
okay. Yep. Okay. I had
Who's up?
Cut on my bracket. Rick's up. No, I'm up.
Do you want Rick to go just AFC, or do you want him to list his NFC?
No,
like
what
Willie
are we
did?
doing here? It's up to you.
Willie just listed both
writing.
NFC, AFC,
okay, let's
and
do
NFC.
Willie went all the way.
Otherwise, I'll list.
said
That's
all
what
the
he
way.
said. Yeah.
I just
So
meant AFC.
I'll just do the AFC then.
Okay.
Okay. So the first round, it's the can't read my writing. Oh, it's gonna be Ravens versus Bills,
The chefs. What the fuck are the chefs?
and the Bills win. I got the Dolphins versus Jets. Jets win that game, and then Texans Bengals. Texans win that game. Then the next round, I got Chiefs Bills. Chiefs advance once again, breaking Josh Allen's heart. The Jets Texans. The Jets take out the Texans. The Chiefs are the AFC Super Bowl participant.
Oh,
Leave it at
really?
that.
Do they get a participation medal?
They're a good team, man. You think it's gonna be a three-peat or a first time in a
I
while?
didn't say a three-peat.
No, you haven't got done yet.
Yeah, I ain't got that far.
So
Three-peat AFC Championship.
I'm not going through each division because we don't know who's going to be playing each other.
I
yet.
do because my little things.
I do because I listed them out too.
I don't think you're that accurate. I'm going to tell you.
I
right
seeded
now.
them and then I did the games.
You're usually pretty good at this. But
pretty easy.
The computer did it for me.
I'm just going to pick. So we're doing AFC.
Yeah, AFC.
Chiefs versus Texans in the final, with the Texans winning.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep.
Rick, what do you got for the AFC?
I got the
Joe Mixon.
No, he's not on my list. I got the Chiefs playing the Jets, Chiefs winning. Ravens playing the Chargers, Ravens winning. Texans playing the Bengals, and the Bengals winning. The Bills get the first round bye. They're going to have the best record in the AFC this year. They're going to do it.
You didn't text me.
They released a video of Trey Hill being arrested, and it's bad.
We saw it. I just looked at it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Yeah.
Is it a McLaren?
The video came out from the police department.
So it's
Police department did?
So it's bad for the cops. They're all going to.
No, it's bad for him.
Well, of course it is.
I didn't know if it just came out now.
What if he wasn't? What if he wasn't Tyreek
Breaking
Hill though?
news.
We'll wait until we get all the information.
Because it might have been AI. We don't know.
You never know.
We don't know.
He's got enough kids. We don't need any artificial insemination around here.
Artificial insemination.
That was the Culver's dumpster.
Yeah, the
report
dumpster
by
just reported that
Chase.
Tyreek Hill video. It
Chiefs
doesn't.
beat the Ravens.
It's
Yeah,
not.
thank you.
How dare you guys cut me out here?
I'm sorry.
God, we're so
God,
sorry,
yeah,
Rick.
Jeez.
I feel you.
Ah,
I feel you. I do. Is that your leg?
we just lost both our listeners.
Tyreek Hill again.
In Chile, but we're ranked 12 in Chile.
Glenn's like, fuck this. I'm done watching football.
Chiefs beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
Bills beat the Bengals. Bills beat the Chiefs. And then Bills go on to play in the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So we on the NFC now?
Yeah.
Well, some of us are.
I know Willie. Willie's like, we did say go all the way, so I Willie's defense.
I thought you meant just as the AFC.
And I didn't hear what you did because I had to fill in my stuff.
Willie's like, and the Lions two-peat. It's a back-to-back championship in 2025. What are we doing?
Okay, I'm going to do my NFC scenarios. Am I the first to go? Lions over the Packers. That sucks. Eagles over the Rams. Cowboys over the Bucks. Round 2, 49ers over the Boys. Lions over the Eagles. NFC Championship. Was this the same championship last year? 49ers over the Lions?
Yep.
Was that last year? And so obviously the 49ers are my representative for the NFC in the Super Bowl. No? They can't be?
No.
Oh, the game. Okay. Was
No.
it Ayuk?
He bobbled. He dropped.
I need just a few points.
So who was your Super Bowl team? San Fran?
I got San Fran.
So who was your AFC?
Buffalo Bills.
Okay, different. Okay.
Willie already won.
Wait,
So
Willie got the Lions against who? Who'd you have the Lions playing in the Super Bowl? Chiefs. Okay.
Well, and he already announced his winner.
Yeah,
Should we announce our winners at this
Who-
point?
who
we'll,
do you
we'll go
have?
back around.
We'll come back. Yeah.
Okay.
You have who in the Super Bowl?
I have Bills and 49ers
I hate you so much right now.
because you have the same
No,
exact.
no, no.
So I got a
I have the Niners
rematch.
and the Bills.
I got a rematch of.
But I mean, it'll depend on who you have winning. Don't
What are we doing here?
don't tip your
Tyreek Hill's running away from the cops. Nothing to see here.
What's going on?
It's the master of illusion here.
This is we should fix all this in post edit. There we go.
If I distract Rick enough, then maybe I could steal his picks.
He's the only guy that gets distracted though, because the rest of us just keep fucking talking.
Yeah, I didn't even know what Willie was. I thought Willie was doing birthdays for a second there. I had no idea. So all of a sudden he goes, Lions.
Squirrel. Yeah. All these pictures, all the shine, all the pictures, shiny stuff. So you're NFC. Rick, did you finish even?
I don't.
Yeah, you finished.
No,
That's what she said.
You didn't.
Yes. Oh, that was amazing.
That was good. Actually.
That was amazing. He's
That was really good.
so for the people at home, Scott's banging on the table and shit's just popping up perfectly. I mean, that's better than our show usually is. That was smooth.
That was pretty good.
So then the cat says, "Meow." Yeah, nothing.
No.
Yeah, it didn't work anymore. Only works for Rick.
You must be in that city in Ohio.
Springfield,
There we go.
the naked city.
So my Jesus, this is awful.
Come on, Ayuk.
My final two teams are going to be a rematch of last year, 49ers and Lions in the NFC Championship. This time, the Lions coming out because CMC will be pissing off all his fantasy owners and not playing.
Who is it? Me now?
Either you or Rick.
So Rick did his right.
Not his NFC.
Oh, and NFC. Go ahead.
No, he just did the NFC.
He didn't finish. So
Okay, are you going to start? Are you going to cue Jace?
okay, you're up.
I got the Bucks playing the Packers. Packers winning that game. Eagles playing the Cowboys. Cowboys winning that game. Lions playing the Bears. Bears winning that game. And then Niners go on to beat the Packers. High seed versus low seed. Cowboys lose to the Bears. Bears lose to the Niners. Niners then go to the Super Bowl against the Bills.
Oh, your house would be.
And
I can't imagine.
Because you're a big Bills fan?
I'm a Bears fan. And my brother's a big Bills fan.
Oh, okay.
And the
my wife is.
and the
I
Bears
know
49ers
we know
game.
she's a 49er.
Yeah, I won't be home for that.
Yeah, that's
when,
what-
not
that-
if, when they play. I will not be home for that.
No, I wouldn't.
No, we'll go.
I would not be with my spouse for that game.
Yeah, we should go somewhere. Maybe go to the interlude.
I'd rather hang out in this basement than that one.
Smells better.
That's debatable.
So my NFC is Eagles versus Bucks first round rematch of last year's game. The Eagles come out victorious this year.
Oh, look at you.
Lions Packers. I take the Lions in that, and then I got the Bears going to Dallas, and the Bears coming home. Cowboys winning that game. Then I had the 49ers versus the Eagles. 49ers winning that game. Lions versus the Cowboys. Lions winning that game. And Lions-Niners rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. And I have the Lions going to the Super Bowl.
Wow. So 3 guys have Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're the foremost authorities on this
Super
stuff.
Bowl.
So
long as Campbell doesn't go for 2.
Well, finish it off. Who's going to win the Super Bowl then?
I got Chiefs, and earlier I had the Jets Lions, but I changed it. So I have the Chiefs Lions, and I have the Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Wow.
All right. I have Lions Texans, and the Lions finally breaking the schneid of all time that they've been on.
I'm just going to take whatever Rick takes.
Who are you taking, Rick? 49ers or Chiefs or Bill? No, Bills or who? Niners. Yeah.
It's going to be a tie.
That's great.
Ball's in your court.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. I pick them every freaking year, so here we go.
I got the Niners.
Okay.
Okay, so we separated ourselves a little bit. Plus, on the way there, it was a little different on the way there. With
So
the picks.
Did I miss anything? Did anybody pick the Chiefs to win third, Pete?
No.
No, nobody.
No, nobody.
And I did have the Jets going to the Super Bowl, but
Do you want these sheets?
Yeah, I'll keep them all underneath you like I do every year. Yeah. I'll keep everything you guys got.
Make sure you write your name on yours, because otherwise they get kind of screwy.
And take 10 points off. Are we going to do our MVPs, DPT?
Oh, yeah. Right on the sheet. Yeah, right on that sheet.
Finish up, guys.
Airwick.
This is our show that everybody listens to. It's like the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue right here.
So we're doing just the MVP. We're doing offensive, defensive player of the year too.
Yeah. Oh,
I
MVP.
listed. We have six awards we're doing.
What? Say them again. Offensive player of the year, defense player, MVP, rookie, both sides, and coach. Right.
How about a comeback?
Comeback too. I got
defensive.
It's my best comeback.
Rookie of the year. Offensive
Darius
rookie.
Rucker.
Who else?
Coach, and then comeback.
Don't call the comeback.
Okay. So let's start with comeback player of the year. If you got one, share it with us.
Aaron.
A-Rod.
J.K. Dobbins.
Good pick. And Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback, just so you guys know. I
Not the Aaron Rodgers that's not a quarterback.
I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins.
Ooh.
Yeah, he had a good start.
He was having a great year last year.
What was the noise?
Mm-hmm.
It's too loud. For
How
him.
about coach of the year?
Wait, did Rick get the pick?
Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. Go ahead.
Come back.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
okay.
too.
He's going to have a good season.
Yeah, it looks like
Good enough to get to the
Willie, did you
playoffs.
pick one?
Looks pretty good so far.
A-Rod.
Okay. So how about coach of the year? Let's move it around the table. Coach of the year.
I'll go Mad Dad.
Dan?
I'm going comeback kid, Jimmy Harbaugh.
Oh, good one, too.
Captain,
But
captain
you didn't,
comeback.
you didn't pick
right?
the Chargers to win anything, though, did you?
I got him in the playoffs.
Oh, okay, good.
That makes him coach.
That
of the
makes
year.
sense then. Yeah, that's close.
Yeah.
I'm going Harbaugh.
Go figure.
Rick?
You miss him already?
No.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
We didn't
Dan?
talk about that at all.
Dan Campbell? I'm going to go with I can't do this too often, and you never know. I'm going to go Matt Eberflus,
Okay.
And he is who?
coach of the Bears.
He's wearing the hat.
I'm going to go to Eberflus.
Eflus.
Wait, they kept him?
Yeah. Defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, God, I don't even know anybody.
I have just because his name, Chop Robinson. This is rookie?
Yeah,
Defensive. Chop
I'm going to go with
Robinson.
What's the cornerback's name from the
Mike
Lions?
Wilson.
I'm going Terry Arnold.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
Arnold.
what
Arnold from the
Arnold.
Arnold. What's how do I ROI?
I don't even know any.
Rookie defensive.
DROY.
Yep, there you go. And I'm going Arnold.
Pick Chop.
I'll pick Chop.
Arnold.
Don't even know what that is.
He's a corner, right? Just gonna shut down.
Oh,
corner.
I want a defensive end.
Yeah, don't we
There was.
all?
I saw him playing yesterday. There was one. It was last night's game too. The Rams took one. He was pretty good last night too.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name. He was one. I think he
Mason
was,
Crosby.
Curse from Florida State.
You think he's good enough?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, Javon?
No. But yeah, Curse. He played pretty well last night, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He played
Okay,
good.
I'll put a Chop curse.
Rick, you got one, and you can't mash guys together. Not like Ed. You got to pick one guy.
I'm going to go with the guy from Seattle, Byron Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's a great name, too. I like it.
Part deux.
Part deux.
Is Hamilton a rookie this year? Kyle Hamilton?
Not this year.
No,
He's not.
yeah. He's awesome.
Next year he will be.
I couldn't remember his first year.
Eric,
yeah.
offensive rookie.
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
going to
year.
go with the X Factor, Xavier Worthy. Is it Xavier? It was an
Okay.
X.
Mhm.
His name starts with an X. He looked freaking fast.
Yeah. Rick, do you have an offensive rookie of the year?
I don't want to say it.
Well, I mean, it's the obvious choice.
Well, how are we going to know who it is if you don't say it?
That's why I said it was obvious.
Did he go to Gonzaga High School in Washington, D.C.?
It's so obvious he doesn't have to say it, Eric.
I'm gonna pick Caleb Williams. He's gonna have a season. Wow.
Okay.
Xavier.
Okay.
I don't want to pick a quarterback, even though I think it's going to be a quarterback. I'm going to take Brian Thomas Jr.
I think there's only two choices.
I know,
Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams.
Yeah, it's got to be a quarterback.
And I'm going to
but-
pick Caleb Williams because he's a Bear, but I think Jaden Daniels can do it too. So
What about
I
Bo
know.
Nix?
I think Xavier Worthy's a good one too.
I don't know.
Bo
Is
Nix
that who you
made
went
some
with?
plays.
Yeah. But
Brian Thomas had a good game, first game.
I'm going Caleb. Marvin Harrison Jr. is not going to be worse, so he could be a guy who sneaks.
Boy,
he could
was
be
he
easy
a
to pick too.
He was
Yeah.
a dud.
They didn't feed him the ball though. There was a bunch of stuff going
Dude,
on.
he's
Kyler
wide
Murray
open.
Billy
Wide
threw-
open to win the game.
A couple times he's wide open and he
Yeah.
didn't see him.
Did he have a
him
drop too?
twice.
Did he have
Yeah.
a drop?
That's what happens when you're that
He
short.
only had 3 targets, so he couldn't.
Justin Fields was throwing to him.
No, I was listening on the radio on the way back, and they were like, he missed him. He was wide open, and
His
he
hand
didn't
up in the
see
air.
him.
Well, he's so much taller than his quarterback, so it's got to be tough.
Can't see over the.
He has to go. He's running off the field. He has to go like this, like duck down, and like see through the crack of the line and go.
Guys, give me a boost. I think Marvin's open.
He needs a lob wedge to.
They're going to put a video game thing over the top of him because,
Yeah.
remember.
Takes a,
Kyler
takes a snap and looks up at the big screen, see where everybody is.
Where's that fucking drone so I can see? Or what's that thing that goes across there?
I don't
What do
see
they
the
call it?
A,
eye in
B,
the
X, and
sky.
Y buttons. Where are those at? He's got drones with little buttons on them.
What the hell was
Defensive player of the year.
No, and I agree with you, though. It's going to be a quarterback, but I think Brian Thomas might have the best year
I think
besides a quarterback.
Harrison maybe too, just because he's the guy. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I thought he would have been a popular pick.
I'm going TJ.
I was going to say TJ Watt. Also.
TJ Watt had
Watt
an
again?
incredible
Yeah.
game.
And
You
that's-
picked TJ too.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
picking.
I'm taking.
I'm
taking Parsons.
Oh, good one.
Watt looks
Rick, who you taking?
unstoppable.
TJ Watt.
I'm gonna
Same
go
time.
with Aiden Hutchinson because I think that defense with the addition of the dude we can't think of his name, he was in the backfield all night last night too, and I think he had a great year last year, and it always takes a year to get it.
Why can't we think of his name? Did he have any sacks?
I can't remember. I'd have to look up the
Tackles?
roster.
Did he have tackles? Did he have sacks? I mean, it's got to be in the freaking.
Oh,
box.
the Lions.
Everybody look at the same time. We'll have radio silence.
That's good.
Well, who is your offensive player of the year? Offensive player, MVP, offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year because, now he's out today, so I don't know. If Christian McCaffrey. I mean,
Okay.
every year it just seems like he's incredible. But missing one game, does that F that up?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say Cooper Kupp stays healthy.
That's a good one. I like that.
I like it. I like.
He should have had it before,
but goes with the overreaction.
Yeah,
that we said wasn't.
I don't know. He looked amazing yesterday
like it,
for
yeah.
an old man.
Willie.
I'm going, we'll see, unless he's in the clink.
Tyreek.
Deshaun Watson?
Tyreek. Okay.
From what Dumpster Boy said, there's a good shot. He's going to miss some games.
Yeah. Who do you like?
Brees Hall.
Hall. Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm going to go with CeeDee Lamb.
Jesus.
CeeDee Lamb.
CD is pretty
he
freaking
should have
good,
a
is
huge
he?
season.
Is he the best wide receiver in the league right now?
No, I don't think he's the best wide receiver, but he's in the best situation.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
in
yeah.
a great situation. Dak guns the ball all over the place. He's the only receiver there, essentially.
Yeah.
So MVP.
That's a different one. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sticking with my theme here, and I'm taking Josh Allen.
Okay.
I'm going to take the quarterback of the night tonight, Brock Purdy.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that one.
Go with Mahomesy.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I thought about Purdy and I thought about Jared Goff because
I
those
did
are our
too.
number one seeds or number two. They're up there, and you got Mahomes, obviously. But the thing about those two is that I don't think they get the respect they do as a as the other guys do. You know what I mean? They don't get the respect like a Josh Allen and all that. So with that said, Aaron Rodgers is the MVP.
Wow. Number 5.
That's a good pick.
The number 2 seed. I'm going with the seeding I have here. It's going to be a top
gotcha.
seed.
That makes
It's not-
sense. No, and
I
that's
thought about
usually
Jalen
where it
Hurts,
goes.
but I got them as a 5 seed, so they're going to be. I got to take one of those top 4 teams. I think.
Yeah, if you look at the history of the
I agree.
award.
I thought about Purdy and Goff, but
Yeah,
it's
like
like they don't get the respect that they won't get the votes because they're just Goff and Purdy. They're on good teams,
Right.
right? That's what. So
It's true.
that's what happens. That's how
It's
it
true.
works. That's how it works.
And
the politics. Of
me and Eric
sports.
both picked Allen, because we both have Buffalo as the number one
and
team.
Allen's a good pick. I think Allen's a great pick.
And he puts up huge touchdown number. He also throws the ball into the wrong hands quite a bit and fumbles.
I cannot believe in a fantasy league I was in. I got him in the 6th round as the 6th quarterback taken in the league.
Yeah.
It was incredible to me.
And it was a touchdown
put up an
league?
average of 47 touchdowns the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And he put a 4-game run. He's on pace again.
He was struggling in the first, obviously. I mean, we were listening to...
he was terrible in the first quarter.
Yeah, and did he fumble?
Yeah, he had a bad first half.
He fumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does fumble.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But he also throws 4 touchdowns every game or runs for 2.
Okay, do you want that sheet then?
Yeah, give me that sheet. And then now we're going to do... We haven't done it in a few weeks. Oh. It's that time.
Is it?
Everybody take their pants off. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, this is a new segment.
We did that last week.
I like it. Different game.
We doing the beer?
Here's the batteries.
Oh, should we do the beer before we take our pants off or what?
Well, that's I get my pants off.
We pour the beer on Scott's crotch.
This doesn't
to get
work?
his pants off.
It works for me.
God, I can't believe it's too...
What? All of a sudden, I don't have pants on.
Don't do that to him, Roomy.
So what are we doing first? Are we doing beer or are we doing...
Willie brought the beer.
Why don't we do this and then you could do beer... Why we'll do it in the...
I don't know what this is, so just go. Just roll with it. Oh, we should have done beer first.
Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday.
Then we have a beer during it. I don't even have the beer yet.
Go get it.
Oh, Willie's got it.
I need cups.
Oh, you might. Can we talk about something else?
Go get cups.
Damn it. Sorry, Rick.
Because it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you drink. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good!
How's it look?
They pull him over. I didn't really hear it, but the cops are talking to him. He rolls up his window, puts the seatbelt on like he's going to take off. And the cops are still there. Like they're trying to arrest him. Not arrest him, but have a conversation with him. He just rolls the window up and puts the seatbelt on.
It sounds like the Scheffler situation.
Except without the seatbelt.
Are you playing the music?
I don't get it.
And he has a nerve to say that everybody after the game. I don't know what I did wrong. I did nothing wrong. I was a good guy. I might take legal.
So what do they?
I might take legal action.
Yeah, from the way this looks, now I can't hear everything that's happening. From the way it looks, it's not a pretty look for him.
So what? Okay, if that's a situation, what do these people that get pulled over expect from the cops when they just lock the doors, roll up the windows? Do they think they're just going to go away? I mean, he's not the first one that's done this either, and then they get shot or they, and it's like...
What was the guy a few years ago? The woman grabbed her gun to save her taser.
Yeah.
Because you're driving away with her in the car, and she was in jail, and she apologized for it. I'm like, I understand her doing what she did was wrong, but if he didn't try to drive away with her arm in the car,
yeah,
she would have never grabbed anything.
Right.
So I don't...
I just don't understand. What are the cops' options? So they think the cops are just going to leave and, well, if I just close the window and act like I'm listening to the radio, maybe they'll go away?
Yeah, if you get in a situation and you do stuff not common sense wise, you should be in trouble. Now, there have been people that have been
not there yet.
That's a conversation that have been unlawfully something done to them, totally wrong. Cops are in the wrong.
For sure, it
100%.
happens.
But these situations, it's really weird to me that we side with the criminals.
It would be like, why did they shoot the Trump assassin? All he was doing was after he took the first 3 shots, the gun was disabled.
He missed.
Yeah, he missed, and the gun was disabled.
He did kill people behind him, so I guess.
Yeah, it was only 4 of them.
What are we having?
Yeah, but they knew his gun was disabled. One of the snipers hit the gun with the first shot, so why did they shoot him? He was unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so ridiculous.
I got to play the music again now.
Yeah.